Good morning, Year 3, and welcome to Home Learning, and welcome to a new unit of maths for home learning. And this unit is really, really important because this is something you're going to be using for the rest of your life when you have a job, when you have to go to meetings, when you have to go meet friends. It's so important to learn about this, and this unit is time. So when we're learning about time, we're going to be doing lots of recapping. We're going to be doing lots of questions, and it is going to be really, really important for you to learn how to tell the time, to learn about different times. And today we're starting quite basic. So today we are looking at how many days and months are in a year. Before we start, I'd like you to think about this question here. Can you think about anything you already know about days, months, and years? If you know anything about days, months, and years, jot it down now and already list everything you might already know or have already been told. To think about, do you know how many days are in a month? Or do you know how many months are in a year? Or do you know how many days are in a week? Or how many hours are in a day? This is all really useful stuff, and we're just going to jot it down now to list everything we already know about time and remind ourselves maybe really important information we're going to need later. Now you've done that, we're going to move on to our learning. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to use these numbers here to fill in and make the statements correct. So 1 year is made up of so many days. So one of these numbers here. A leap year has, again, one of these numbers here, amount of days. Leap years happen every how many years? And 1 year has so many months. So again, we need to fill in the numbers correctly and make the statements true. I'm going to give you 1 minute now, pause the video and try and fill in the statements correctly, and then we'll go through them. Now you've had a go at filling in the statements, let's fill them in together. 1 year is made up of 365 days. A leap year has 366 days. So we know that a leap year has an extra day. And a leap year happens every 4 years. And 1 year has 12 months. So we know that 1 year is made up of 365 days, except a leap year, which has 366 days. And a leap year happens every 4 years. And that 1 year has 12 months. For bonus questions, can we fill in these two? There are how many days in a week, and there are how many weeks in a year. Pause the video and try and fill in the blanks using these two numbers. Yes, that's right. There are 7 days in a week, and there are 52 weeks in a year. Okay, now we're going to look at the 12 months in a year. We should already know the 12 months in a year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Those are our 12 months, and I know that all year 3s probably know all those months already. But what we don't know is how many days are in each month. So what we need to do is we need to use this link here. If I highlight it. So we need to put this link into our computer or on our tablet, and that will bring us up a calendar. And we are going to use this link to find out how many days are in each month. So we're going to use this link here to find out how many days are in each month, and that's going to bring you to this page here. And this is a calendar for the year 2020, and it's going to tell us how many days are in each month. So we're going to start with January. So we can see that starting on January the 1st, January has 31 days. So January the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and if we keep going, we go all the way to 31. So we're then going to go back to this page here, and we're going to say that January has 31 days. Now we're going to look at February. Now February this year has 29 days, because this year is a leap year. But normally, and we know already that actually a leap year has one extra day. It has 366 days, when 1 year is normally made up of 365 days. So February this year has 29 days, but normally it has 28 days. Now let's look at March. Here we can see that March has 31 days. Using the calendar, can you fill in the rest of the days? Pause the video now and try and fill in the rest of the days. Well done. So we know that January has 31 days, February has 28 days, except in a leap year when it can have 29 days. So that can be a bit of a tricky one, but normally February has 28 days, but every 4 years it has an extra day. March has 31 days, April has 30 days, May 31 days, June 30 days, July 31 days, August 31 days, September 30 days, October 31 days, November 30 days, and December 31 days. So those are all the days in each month, and they all add up to 365, except in a leap year when they all add up to 366. And we know that these 12 months make up 1 year. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use our calendar to work out which days come first. So looking at the calendar, we know that the first day is the 1st of January. And then the next day is the 2nd of January. And then after January, we have February. That's the next month in the year. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to put these dates in order. Which date comes first? So what you're going to have to do is we have 4 dates here. And you're going to have to go onto your calendar, read these dates and think which month comes first. March, January or December. Well, looking at our calendar, we can see that the first month is January. So we know that actually January is going to be first. So we're going to move it and we're going to put that one as our first date. Try and do the next 3 dates and put them in order from earliest to latest in the year. So January is going to be our first one. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's have a look at the answers. So We knew 31st of January was our first date because January was our first month. The next month we came to, because there was no date from February, was March. Well, we know March the 1st is our first number, but our next is the 2nd of March, and we know that 2nd of March would be our next number, earliest in the year. After the 2nd of March comes the 3rd of March. Remember, we don't put the biggest number first, we actually put the smallest number first, because the dates go from smallest to biggest. Because we're 2 days into March, whereas the next date we are 3 days into March. And then finally, our final month was December. So 1st of December would be our last. And that would be the correct order. Earliest in the year we have 31st of January. Then the next date would be the 2nd of March. Then the 3rd of March. And then finally the 1st of December. Change any if you got them wrong. And now you're going to move on to using this knowledge to to do the worksheets. Remember, you can use this calendar to help you with your worksheets, and also remember that there are 12 months in a year. Good luck!